Yeah, let's say it starts at 0. Go on.
Yeah, starts at
Yeah,
zero.
go on.
So it starts at 0.
Yeah.
And it goes on to where we are now, say 1,000,002.
Okay. And the point of that is?
All those numbers, that's a sequence of numbers, and it's always before that there's nothing. It's not that it had to come into existence. It's just that's all there is to it.
But you're talking about an abstract thing, numbers. I'm talking about the universe, which is quite real.
Yes, and what I'm trying to say is the universe that we see around us, maybe this is a better way to express it, is made up of like atoms and particles.
Yeah, where did they come from? That's what my question is.
I know, but they didn't have to come from somewhere.
No, it has to, of course.
No.
So you're saying it just exists, it just created itself, the universe.
It didn't create it can't, as far as we know.
Where did it come from? That was my question. Where?
I know.
You cannot say it always existed. When you yourself have admitted that space and time both had a beginning.
I can.
But you already admitted it has a beginning, space and time.
You're slightly understanding my point.
Space and time has a beginning, and so does the universe.
No. Space-time is different from, there's two things in the universe.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
There's the matter that makes up the universe.
Where did the matter come from?
It didn't come from anywhere.
So where did it come from? What do you mean didn't come from anywhere? Just
that just exists.
No, what do you mean just exists? That's not science, my friend.
It is.
Do you know scientifically speaking, everything has a cause and effect? Are you aware of that?
Actually, I'm aware that that's not actually a scientific thing.
Really? Why would it not be scientific, cause and effect?
Maybe can I finish my point? Because I do have a point to make.
No, but your point is contradicting yourself.
It isn't.
You're saying the universe didn't have a beginning, but then you say space and time has a beginning.
Yes. Because
isn't that contradicting yourself?
There's matter and there's space-time.
Yes.
Two different things. So space-time has a beginning, but matter doesn't.
So where did matter exist if there was no space and time?
No.
Matter has to exist somewhere, right?
Yes.
Where was it existing before space came into being?
You keep saying before.
Yeah, before, of course, because you're saying matter always existed.
Yes.
That is your statement. I want you to qualify.
To what I mean by eternal.
No. It's actually you're very confused. You're saying time and space has a beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. Can matter exist without space?
Yes, it can.
In what form?
We don't know, but in the form of
Now you're speculating.
No.
You're speculating now. Yes, you are. What you're saying is unscientific. I'm sorry to say this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were a professor of science.
I don't have to be a professor of science to tell you that without space and time.
You do. You do have to be.
Hold on.
To tell me that I'm.
By the way, are you a professor of science?
Who's the same? Maybe I am.
No, but are you? I said I'm not. Are you?
No.
Okay, so you have no higher qualification than me in science. However, we both understand and we both have acknowledged that space and time has a beginning.
Space-time.
Yes, space-time continuum, whatever you call it, has a beginning.
Yeah.
All right. Without space and time, can matter exist?
Yes.
In what form?
Energy.
And what form is that energy in?
That's actually quite a good question, but this is the theory of the Big Bang.
No, it's not actually. It's not.
I'm not making.
Even the people, like for example, people like who are scientists, people who have studied this particular field.
You can't say no, it's not. You can't say no, you're wrong. You can't say you, whatever your name is. No, nothing about science. But you're not a scientist. You're a professor of science. But you can tell me, oh, this is right and this is wrong.
Well, I can tell you what you're saying is wrong. Unless, shall I tell you? Let me finish my statement.
You can put forward an argument.
My friend, like you told me earlier, it's good to listen. I think you should follow your own preaching. So now listen to me.
I've listened to
now listen to me. If you believe time and space existed and matter existed before that, then you need to actually find a scientist who agrees with you.
No, they all agree with me.
They don't. Name me one scientist who says matter existed before time and space existed.
There's a thing called the first law of thermodynamics.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay.
Let's see if you know that. What is the first law of thermodynamics?
what it says is that matter can neither be created or
That-
energy.
Yeah, that is actually the third law of thermodynamics. Yeah, you need to get your science right. No, it's not the first. It's the third law of thermodynamics.
I'll look
It
it up,
says,
but I don't believe you.
you want to look it up now?
Yeah, go on.
Actually, you already made the statement. I do not believe you before you looked it up,
Yeah.
which just shows that you're not really open to even actually explore what you're saying, and you already made a decision that you don't believe me. But anyway, it's the third law of thermodynamics. You can look it up. Matter can neither be created nor destroyed in a closed environment. Look it up. That is the third law of thermodynamics.
Okay. You sound, now that you sound so sure of yourself, and I'm sure of it. Law of conservation.
You found it? Yeah. Is it the third law of thermodynamics?
No, it's the first law of thermodynamics, first law of conservation.
Okay. What's the third law of thermodynamics?
It's a total energy. First law.
Okay.
Apology, please. I would apologize if I got it wrong.
Give me a chance.
Would you apologize?
Give me a chance. Okay. I made a mistake, and I do apologize to this gentleman. But what is the third law of thermodynamics?
We're on the
Is it
first
similar something?
Capitalism does not
Here's the third law.
innovate. It does not put wealth where wealth is needed.
Get my glasses out.
Capitalism's only job in life is to put wealth into the billionaire's hands.
Entropy of a perfect crystal. Okay, it's the first law. All right. So first law of thermodynamics. All right. It states something very clear. It says that matter can neither be created nor destroyed in a closed environment.
that's right.
Does that sound like space to you? Closed environment?
There's a handful of
No, it doesn't.
You didn't see that bit, did you? Read it up again. Read it up.
No, I did see
What is a
that.
closed environment? Does it not denote
You
a,
can't get the thing wrong and then patronize.
my friend? Does it not denote space? A closed environment. Okay, you define a closed environment without a space to me. Go on.
Closed system.
Yeah, a closed system. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
A closed system, go on. Define a closed system without space and time.
A closed system is a system which nothing outside it affects the system.
But the system, does it require space and time for it to exist?
No.
Give me one system like that, go on.
this makes
Give me one system which doesn't require space and time for it to exist.
There's an idea that particles exist. You agree that particles exist?
Yes, of course I do.
They exist at a single point.
Yeah.
They don't have a size. They're like just point particles, is what they call them.
Sorry, they exist as single points.
Yeah, single points in space.
You know light is a particle.
Yeah.
Yes? Does light exist in space and time or outside space and time?
No.
Even one photon, let's say one photon of light, which is a particle, does it exist in space and time?
country where that all comes from.
You're misunderstanding the point.
I'm asking you a question.
Is if you took matter and squeezed it down
Yeah.
so that it was just a point,
Even if it's a
it
point,
didn't have any dimensions whatsoever.
how do you know it doesn't have dimension?
Do what they do.
Trying to explain to you
Yeah.
what scientists
Strip it away.
who I've diligently studied and listened to
Paying taxes.
say. What
Say
they
what?
say is that you can have a whole lot of energy just in one single point, so it has no dimensions, it has no space, as it were.
What did that say? In a closed system. I asked you to give me a closed system.
And I have.
No, but you see, a photon is not a system.
Yes,
A
what I'm
photon
trying
is a
to say-
particle of light.
Yes, what I'm trying to say is that all this is what scientists tell us. All the matter in the universe at one time existed at a single point. It didn't
Where
have
did
any
that come
size
from? That's what I'm telling you.
Yes, I know.
Where did it come from?
but
Which you still haven't answered.
I know. I have answered.
No, you haven't. You said it always existed. That's what you said.
What I said is that's existed, and then it started to move outward, and that was the beginning.
No.
of
Don't fast forward like that. Tell me where did the first particle come from?
Decent healthcare.
First particle
Yeah.
came from when the energy at the singularity.
Where did the energy come from?
Profit.
Here's the point. The energy doesn't have to come from somewhere.
Why?
Your ability to hate other human beings.
I suppose I have to reflect that back to you and say, why does it have to come from
Actually, the
somewhere?
first law of thermodynamics doesn't say the energy always existed. It doesn't say that.
It says it can't be created or destroyed.
Yeah, that is after the energy is in existence.
No, but no.
I'm talking prior to that.
If it says it can't be created or destroyed, then it can't be created.
No, that is after the energy is already there. You cannot create new energy from that. All right? That's what it implies. It doesn't mean that energy always existed.
It actually does imply.
No, it doesn't
That's what
actually.
I'm trying to
No, read it up
explain.
again.
Again, again, you're trying to, you're just saying, no, you're wrong. I don't.
No, look.
Down my ideas.
With regards to the first law, second law, third law, it is just the number. Wait. It was just the number I got wrong. The actual law, I got it right. The number of the law, I got it wrong.
I told you. What do you mean you got it right?
No, the number of the law. I told you the actual law. But I want to know, that particular law does not say, I can guarantee this, it does not say energy always existed. It doesn't say that. What you're doing now is you're making up a statement with no scientific proof. So unless you show me scientific proof, I will reject what you just said. That's energy always existed. Is that fair?
This thing about the first and the third law, look, that's no problem. I'm not putting you down for that. No.
So why bring it up?
Why are you bringing it up
Exactly.
3 times?
This is like the 4th time, not the 3rd
He
time.
admitted himself that yes, the order of the law he didn't know, so he admitted that
I
fair
know.
play. So why are we bringing it up 3 or 4 times?
Why do you keep interrupting as soon as I start
Speaker's corner, mate,
speaking?
anyone can interrupt.
Okay, listen, let's not get bogged down.
What I've got
When you
to say.
started,
My friend, let's not get bogged down into that. I just want to know if you have
bogged down into
if you
that.
have proof of energy always existed. If you got, please bring it forth.
You have to go back and answer your question. What I don't like is when you say, I'm telling you that you're wrong. You know, you can't just say you're wrong and no science.
Okay, if you don't want that, then show me the evidence from the scientists. Simple as that. If you don't want me to say that, if you don't want me to say,
This is what scientists.
yeah, which scientist says energy always existed? Tell me one scientist who says that.
There's always matter in the universe.
No, before the universe was existing.
I know, but you keep asking. There's actually a mistake, I think,
Where?
in your understanding. You think that things have to keep coming into existence. But actually, when you listen to science, what it says is that things don't come into existence. Things, it can't be created or destroyed.
No, you're talking about energy. Again, you're going back to the first law of thermodynamics. The first law of thermodynamics talks about a system. It doesn't talk about a particle. It talks about a system. Yes, a closed system. Like for example, if you take a bottle of oxygen, yes, you can call that a closed system. Yes, the bottle itself. Inside there is oxygen. Yes, and this is what, by the pressure, okay, applied on it, it remains in there, and this is a closed system to me. In what sense does this singularity which you talk about, yes, always existed? Because even scientists do not say it always existed. They say at one point these gases came together and there was an explosion, and this is what they call the Big Bang. And I want to know, where did this come from?
They don't say that gases came together and made the Big Bang.
So how did the Big Bang happen then? You tell me. Go on, educate me. I'm willing to learn. No problem. I mean that.
You don't sound like someone who's willing to learn.
Well, you can assume what you want, but I'm willing to learn.
Okay.
Go on.
Sorry, what was the question?
The question was, how did the Big Bang come into being?
Right. What they say is that they can trace the universe, it went back, and if you follow it all the way back...
Follow what?
All right. They look at the universe,
yes,
and they see that it's moving outwards.
Okay, yes.
I'm sure you know all this. But
yes, I know that, yeah. I'm talking about the part where it started.
And so, if you run time backwards...
How do you do that?
Well, it's just like, if a thing is here and it's heading there, and you watch it, you say, well, if it's there now, it was there before, and it was there before, and there before, and there, and then eventually get back to everything's at one single point.
No, but you can.
That's the whole theory of the Big Bang.
No, but you can only see time while you're here, right? You can. Can you see time before you existed? Before you existed.
Sorry,
Can you see anything in time before you existed? Can you observe anything in time before you existed?
Are you talking about me as a human being?
Yes, you as a human being.
No,
So how will you see stars all the way back before they even existed, for example? Because stars were created at some point.
Yes, but the stars are created out of matter, and the stars are moving away.
No, but I'm talking prior to that. I think you need to understand. For you to come to a conclusion at the very beginning of the universe, you have to go in time way back. Right. That is what I'm trying to say. This is way back before even the stars were created.
Yes.
Yes. So how can you know first that this singularity from which time and space begins,
Yeah.
is that right? Have I got that right?
Yes,
Based
yes,
on your understanding. Time and space began this,
Yeah.
here, okay? Before this point, what happened? That is the question I'm asking you.
Yeah, and the thing I'm trying to say to you is that to say before time began
Yeah.
is a kind of pointless question.
Why?
Because if time doesn't exist, there can't be before.
So you think the energy didn't exist before?
No, the energy existed, but the time didn't.
No, but I'm not asking about time. I'm asking you what happened before that.
I know, I know you are.
I'm not asking about time and space. I'm telling you what happened. It is not. Because if you think, okay, let me rephrase the question.
Yeah.
Before the singularity existed,
No, but as far as you know,
what?
it always existed.
Who says that? That's the question I'm asking. Which scientist says that it always existed?
All of them.
You know Stephen Hawking?
Yeah,
He has
yeah.
written a book on this.
Yeah.
Yes?
Sort of, yeah.
It's what, the story of time or the history of time or something?
A brief history.
Yeah,
of
brief
time.
history of time.
It's not all about that,
Yeah, but this is what he basically primarily discusses. And according to him, time and space began at that point in singularity.
Yeah.
And about what happened before that, yes, he did not say matter existed before that, did he?
No.
So tell me which scientist says this?
No, you're quite right. What scientists say is they can trace it all the way back.
To what? To that point?
Well, actually, just slightly after that point, to be honest.
Okay, fair enough. So after that point. My question is about before that point.
Yes, I know. And what scientists say is that they just track it all the way back, and then before that, we don't know, because when everything's in one place, there's no space-time, you get a lot of zeros in the equation or infinities in the equations, and the equations don't work, so we don't know.
So you don't know.
So that's what scientists say. We can track it back. Before that, we don't know.
But how do you know matter existed before that then? If they don't know, if the scientists don't know, how do you, a non-scientist, know that matter always existed before that?
That is a good question.
Good, go on.
What I'm saying is that based on what they don't say is that something had to create it. They don't say that. They just say we know back to sort of about here. Before that, we don't know.
Yeah, but you know.
No, I'm not saying I know. What I'm saying is that it doesn't have to be brought into existence.
So now you're saying you don't know. Earlier you were very sure that matter existed before space and time.
No, I'm saying.
Are you backtracking on that now?
Let me.
It's on camera, my friend.
It's okay. It's all right. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is that at the
Wait, was that a yes or a no?
No.
No what? You're not backtracking. So you're still insisting that matter existed before space and time, despite the fact all the scientists say we don't know what happened before that.
No. What they say is that there was a whole lot of matter at the singularity, which is before space and time.
No, I'm asking before the singularity exists. Sorry, before that.
Before the singularity.
So where is the matter then if there is no singularity? Sorry, there is no before the singularity. Where is the matter that you say always existed?
Maybe if you thought of it as like dimensions, it makes more sense.
Even dimensions have space, my friend. Dimensions have space, and you know that. That is the whole purpose of talking in dimensions.
Say you had a whole lot of stuff, and it was simply at a single point, so it had no dimensions.
No, I think everything that is something that exists has dimension, regardless of how small it is.
Okay, all I can say is that physicists don't agree with you.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me one name of a physicist who says.
Brian Cox.
Sorry?
Brian Cox, I just finished reading his book.
Yeah, and what did he say?
He said that particles, as you understand them, are point particles.
Right. And did he actually say they don't have dimension?
Yeah, that they don't.
So how do they measure them? Can you see them?
No. They measure their location. Like a point can have a location,
which is
not
space.
Dimension.
A location is space.
Yes, but no.
You see, you're contradicting yourself without realizing it. You are.
I'm not.
Okay, go on. Finish.
If I was, I would have
Finish your statement. Go on.
Okay.
A location.
There's a famous joke that this physicist made about someone who has position but not dimension.
No, you said location. Location denotes space. So where does it exist then? Where is this location? This point which you say has no dimension, it exists in some space, right? Exactly. So you're talking about a